When you're ready, take the next road on the left. On the left, just about level with the lamppost. It's great, thanks. Alright then, so we'll recap the turn in the road first.
Yep.
It's not the widest road you're ever going to get, but it's typical of as to one you might use to do a turn in the road. So, are you okay with everything?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll have a talk through after, see if there's any bits that need. I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, it's quite close to that junction. We'll just be a couple of about a minute, so we'll be quick. How did you feel it went?
Alright, yeah.
Yeah, no obvious things there. The only bit that I would possibly comment on is, you know, it rolled forwards a little bit. At the beginning of the first bit where you went forwards,
yeah,
you might consider using the handbrake, but you showed it can be done without the handbrake on the next bit, didn't you?
Yeah.
When you went from reverse into forwards again. So you know, it's up to you whether you choose to use it or not, really, as long as you're keeping control of the car, I suppose.
Yeah. But this was quite a steep hill as well. So.
It is. There's all sorts of elements against you. You've got the camber of the road, but you've also got the uphill and downhill as well. So I thought you did a good job on the whole. And you made good use of the road space as well with your turning and your turning steering method and everything. So you was looking in the direction of travel. You got all the obs in. So yeah, fine.
Yeah.
Drive them when you're ready. And then turn left at the end, please. Alright, so we're going to do the left reverse now, so if you want to just give that a go, and we'll see how it goes, see if there's anything to talk through at the end.
This is alright starting.
Yeah, that's fine. You don't want to get too far past the junction anyway, or else you've got all that way to reverse back in again. That's how you do it, isn't it? No messing about. Yeah. So under control with effective observations and not reasonably accurate, dead accurate. Well done, great job. You all right with everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, you seemed it. All right, drive on when you're ready. Sorry, I should have told you, left at the end. How come you're that good at that?
Practice.
Alright, pull up on the left before we reach the black car. That's great, thanks.
Good job I've not repositioned that so I'd like.
Alright. Yeah, I think when you finish a manoeuvre, always be sort of handbrake neutral, reset door mirror.
Yeah.
If it's worth going into neutral for, it depends what you're doing really. Alright, next one then, Recut Parallel-Park.
Oh yeah.
Just make sure everything's okay with that. Just we just want you going in with bags of confidence, don't we, for this test. So are you okay with everything? Is there any questions before we start, or do you want to give it a go?
No, I'll be all right.
Okay then. Just careful with that handbrake. Okay. Yeah, not too bad, is it? It could be a little bit closer, but it's still going to be acceptable for a test. Anything up to about a drain's width roughly is going to be okay. We're fairly parallel. Maybe the backside's a little bit further than the front.
Yeah.
How did you find it?
It was alright. It wasn't my best, but
Maybe take a little bit more time.
yeah.
Just slow it down a little bit. I thought if I could give you any feedback, like go the forwards bit, we know when you come out and you pulled alongside the car,
Yeah.
don't go out too much. You only want it like a, almost a door's width in between you and the black car, because if you take up too much room, you're going to stop cars that might be able to pass whilst you're manoeuvring as well. So don't go out too far. And the shoulder check timing, when you check your right shoulder,
Yeah.
when's going to be the best time to check that shoulder, do you think, to get the most out of that check?
Just as I'm starting to turn in, just as the front end starts to swing out.
Yeah, I would say just before it starts to swing out rather than as it starts, because then you're going to know whether to continue to swing out. Is something passing a cyclist, or is it a parked car on the right? If it's Terrace Street, cars both sides, are you going to swing and hit it? Or so check that shoulder a bit sooner. But apart from that, it's not too bad. I mean, we've achieved what we needed to achieve. You was looking in the direction of travel, etc. How do you feel about it? You said it. Well, you told me.
It was alright.
Yeah, you told me. You said it weren't your best, but do you want another go at it, or?
Yeah, I can do it. Oh, yeah, I'll do one more.
Okay. The other thing was you didn't set your door mirror.
Yeah, that's kind of why I think I'm a bit out.
I mean, you don't have to use it. It's just an aid, isn't it? It can be there to So you can see your back tyre in relation to the curb and not want to turn in. Just give yourself a bit more time and I'm sure you can, a man of your capabilities can sort out them few things. Alright, do you want to give it another go? Are you happy to do it here or?
I can do it here.
Yeah. So when you're ready. What are you thinking?
I just don't know which way my wheels are facing.
You've still got turn onto the right.
So.
They're straight now.
Yeah.
Door mirror set this time. And when are you going to check your shoulder this time then, Clinton? That's the one. Good stuff. Thoughts?
A lot better, I think.
A lot better that time, yeah. You've got your shoulder check in, I would say, in time, where it's more useful. Still useful before, but it's, you know, if we can make it more efficient, we will. You weren't taking up half the road space. I thought it was a bit slower, and you knew where you was with your back tyre that time because you used the left door mirror, and you've even remembered to reset it. Most people forget. You know, the only thing I would just point out is to be aware of. It's fine, but you know when you've come in at your angle like this, and then you become parallel.
Yeah.
But you've nearly become unparallel.
Yeah.
And left that lock on, that steer on for too long. See what I mean? So as you're becoming parallel with the black car, just before you're bang smack parallel, when you might be at a bit of an angle still, start taking your steering off just then, so that when the bodywork becomes parallel, the tyres also become parallel as well. If you wait until you're parallel and then start taking the steering off, by the time it's off, you've still been turning, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I did notice I went a bit too far, so I went back a little further.
Fair enough. It's still fine anyway. But it's just a note really to log in your head, you know. Keep your eye on that last bit.
Yeah.
Take steering off a second, or maybe a little bit less than a second sooner. Alright, are you happy?
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. Next one we're going to look at then is the Bay Park. So we'll drive somewhere and find somewhere suitable. Drive on when you're ready. Okay then, so we'll practice the Bay Park now. So if you want to do a Bay Park into any of the bays, looks like on the right there, and we'll have a talk through after, yeah?
Yep.
thoughts?
It went alright. I just clipped this line of the back wheel like a tiny bit.
Just a tiny bit?
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world if you just
Yeah.
clip it. It's if you, I think really if you drive over it and you've gone, you know, you've cut it quite a lot, that's, you know, you should have noticed that really. And let's say that there was a car in the bay next to you. If you've just touched that white line with the back tyre, you probably wouldn't have hit.
No.
You probably wouldn't have hit the car next to you anyway. So no real problems there. The important thing is you're aware that you did it, and I saw you taking some steering off and readjusting. So you know, proactive I think is the word to describe it. Good, yeah. Good observation was good. Control was good. Accuracy, you've just told me that, you know, a little tiny bit there, but that's fine, and it's going to be. It should be, from my experience, fine for the driving test. You might though.
Am I a bit far forward?
Possibly. A good tip is to, and I didn't see you looking to the left at the end. You know when you're at the end, you've done all your manoeuvring and your tyres are straight and you're just reversing. Look across the car as well. Can you see like the edge of the white lines there at the side of us? You can almost imagine how far your bonnet is over there if you look across.
Yeah.
The other thing you can do, you see the silver Fiesta at the side of us there. You can line up your door mirror with it.
Yeah, I think it was just the reverse sensors like flashing at me that made me want to start.
That's right. Try not to listen to them too much and use your own obs. Yeah, we'll use them additionally, but we won't sort of rely on them. You can turn them off, but no point really, just leave them. Remember though that if it starts beeping, that only means that you're getting towards an object, not that you're close. When you're really close, it turns into a constant beep.
Oh yeah.
You know, a constant noise, and even then there's about that much gap between you, so plenty of room. But yeah, that's fine. That's fine. About ready to head back, really, aren't we now?
Yeah.